Dear student, we are going to continue with Module 2. In this lecture video, we are going to study the structure of a compiler. So, we can see the structure of a compiler. So, compiler actually it is a big a program system software, and it has a different phases. So first phase is called lexical analyzer, then syntax analyzer, then semantic analyzer, and it will generate the intermediate code generator. Then it has the machine independent code optimizer, that is state, then code generator, and then machine dependent code optimizer, and finally it generates the target machine code. So here that the lexical analyzer phase, it takes the character stream, whatever program we write in high level language, that is lexical analyzer, it takes the character stream and it generates the token stream. Next, a syntax Next phase is syntax analyzer. So syntax analyzer, it takes the token stream and it generates the syntax tree. Then semantic analyzer, it takes the syntax tree and it generates the syntax tree. Next, intermediate code generator phase, it generates the intermediate representation or intermediate language of the character stream or high level language. Next phase is machine independent code optimizer. It takes the intermediate language and it intermediate representation and it translates it into intermediate representation. Then next is code generator. So code generator, it will take the intermediate representation and it generates the target machine code. Next, it is a machine dependent code optimizer. It generates the target machine code. It translates the target machine code into target machine code. I mean the final code, which will be loaded into the which will be called the assembly language. So in all these things, so compiler will also use a symbol table for different purpose and for storing the different values, variables or identifier in the present in the character string. So there are two parts of this mapping. One is called analysis and another is called synthesis. So in this structure, there are two, the whole structure, whole pages are divided into two parts. One is called analysis and another is called synthesis. This lexical analyzer, syntax analyzer, semantic analyzer and intermediate code generator. So these are called analysis part, and machine independent code optimizer is also comes under the analysis part, and then code generator, machine dependent code optimizer, they are called the synthesis part. So the analysis part breaks up the source program into constituent pieces and impose a grammatical structure on them. So analysis part, it breaks the character string or source program into constituent pieces and it imposes and it applies the grammatical rule on each constituent piece. So it then uses this structure to create an intermediate representation of the source program, and it creates the intermediate uh, a representation of the source program. Analysis. The analysis part also collects information about source program and stores it in the data structure called symbol table. So here we can see in the diagram. So this analysis part, it takes the information of the different variables identifiers used in characterizing, and it is stored in the symbol table. Next is synthesis part. The synthesis part constructs the desired target program from the intermediate representation and the information in the symbol table. The synthesis part constructs the desired target program from the intermediate representation and the information in the symbol table. So synthesis part what it takes the intermediate representation of the source program and it uh, uh, converts into the target program by using the symbol table, which we saw in the diagram. The analysis part is often called the front end, and synthesis part is called back end. So front end part of the compiler design is called analysis part, and synthesis part is called back end part in the compiler. Next, we will be seeing each phase of the or each phase or each stage of the compiler design. So first phase or first stage is called the lexical analysis. So lexical analysis, what it does, the lexical analyzer reads the stream of character making up the source program and group the character into meaningful sequence called lexemes. So it takes the lexical analyzer, it takes the source program or character stream as input, and it uh, groups them into meaningful sequence called lexemes. For for each lexeme, the lexical analyzer produces as output or token of the form token name and attribute value. For example, we can see that suppose this is the character string, position equal to initial plus rate into 60.